Hello and welcome back to the Dragon's Table. We are back again with the chaos and the madness and the normal stuff. It's wonderful to have you back. We're just going to go through our normal spiel and then we will dive into the session. Pixie Pen will be joining us shortly. Just obviously travel times. We're not her friend today. That's fine. So, starting off, hi, I'm your DM. I'm the Trixie Goth. Our players are Moonlight Sarah playing Meliana, Ho and the Bros, Yasmita, James
Howdy, y'all.
doing Winston, our lovely Twilight as Lilia, and we have the wonderful Channing Bomb as Jasmine, and then obviously Pixie Pen is the fantastic Keyleth. Please be aware this is an 18 plus stream. There is profanity, there is references, there is all the things. Not for under 18s. This is not the place for you. Also, rule lawyers. This is not the stream for you. If brilliant stupidity or stupid brilliance can happen, it will happen within reason.
Mark my words.
Mark my words. Yes. Every stream is a perfect example of that happening. So please be aware of that. Also, if you are looking for dice, some amazing dice, there is this wonderful little company that we have found called Fabled Rolls. They have recently opened up their shop just before MCM Comic Con October. Please go and have a look at them. I believe it's fabledrolls.com. Hold on, I will find their little thing. I did have it here. I had it ready for once.
It's not that one. James, is it under your jumper?
I've got it.
It's there.
I've got the little card that says, yes, www.fabledrolls.com. They are also on Facebook and Instagram as at Fabled Rolls. I believe Moonlight Sarah has some amazing dice by them, which come with their own little bag. I have to admit, I love those dice. I might be getting that one. They also do dice like a Beholder D20, which me as a DM is half tempted by. So please go give them some love and join them. Also, if you'll look on our Twitch channel, you will notice that we now have a community Discord. So please come say hi to us. We'd love to speak to you. We are doing a bit more rundown and design of it, so obviously it will shift in the next couple of weeks. But all in all, please do say hi. We love to see you. Also, lurkers, please be aware that if you are lurking but you do not comment, you do not get counted, and that's no help to us. So please, even if it's just a hi, or what your favourite colour is, what your favourite class is, what is your favourite D&D race to play, drop it in the chat. That helps us out so much. Now,
Mine is English lit.
I should have seen that one coming. But anyway, so how about everyone roll me a d20? Ah! Pixie Pen arrives just on time! That was timing!
Oh, I think I need to roll my dice again then, just because
Hello.
she's...
No, what did you roll? What did you get?
Oh my gosh, I can hear myself coming back. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Thank God, I rolled a 10. I was saying to James that my notes from last session are just in room, and I don't remember anything else because normally I reread my notes. So I was not going to help.
I also had no notes.
Great.
Mine made sense at the time and very much do not now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
This will be fun.
Well, I got 16, so I don't have to do it.
Hey, I got 16 too.
Oh, I got an 8.
So what happened
That's
last time?
unfair.
As I got a 2.
Oh, no, what? Oh.
Well, last session it was just we were just hanging out in this cool little room that was actually like a Frankensteinish laboratory, but like more evil. And we set a trap for some mind flayers and abominations. Started a fight. During that fight, a imp may have may not been slain. This time it was not my fault. We got through some of the fight. We got out mostly unscathed. During the fight, the card I pulled earlier was a manifest. I summoned a little guy to help me out. He spawned in, started shooting. He may or may not have wanted to shoot anything he deemed evil. Sorry, Loma. But she's fine. Some cards were pulled by Loma. She got rich. Winston almost knocked the cards out of my hand. Would have been great for me, not so much as a whole. Luckily, Loman stopped him. As Jasmine, you speak with Dead, try to get some information from the Mind Flare. He was a prick. Tried again, disguised as Lord Lady to get more information. We got some. During some other investigation, Winston found out something I, Jasmine, not sure about, but was very serious in wanting some information. So I was gracious enough to give it for a favor. Loma cut off the head of another one of the individuals, asked questions tomorrow. So I left Loma to do her thing. She was very methodical about that. We got some information, got more questions than answers realistically as investigation goes. We took a short rest and we're ready to go. At the very end, Winston did agree to pull a card. All on his own. I had nothing to do with it. He may or may not be slightly cursed. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just the wielder of the cards. I think that's it.
Okay.
You-
That's a good rundown. That's a really good rundown. So, what I need. So you've all had a short rest, yes. So it's same day. I'm just making sure I've got my notes. Because DM notes and dyslexic notes are two very, very contradicting things. Okay, yeah. Okay. Talking about notes that we can't read or understand. Yeah. I'm trying to retranslate my shorthand, and I don't think I'm doing very well with it. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So, alright. Back on the same page as everyone else. So, you've finished off this fight. You've had the chance to have a short rest. Yasmita has her imp back. Also, hi to the guys who are in the chat. Say hello. Come join us. Chat with us. We'd love to speak to you. So Yasmita has her imp again.
Technically, it's the same imp, but he kind of now looks a little different. So this is the new imp. He has a tash now, and he has glasses on. So when he turns into a raven, this is what he will look like.
Is he holding it in his beak?
Oh yes, it was last minute, all right.
Well, no, I like the fact that he's just like he's disguising himself. So he's just like, I have this is definitely a natural moustache. It looks amazing.
He's trying to hold it in his beak. That is. I have given you way too many inspirations, so you get a free nat 20. Because that's brilliant. I love that. I love that. The fact that you've actually gone. That's mwah. That's cool. Right. So, Yasmita has her imp back. And Jasmine has Laddie again. So, what are we doing?
Winston is turned to Miliana and saying, "You know a god." And it's like, so I may or may not now be cursed. Could your goddess possibly uncurse me?
That's not how it works.
Loma is
What do you
sat
mean
there
it's not-
going, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Anyone else know a god? Yasmita? Any gods?
Now that you ask, actually, I am kind of godlike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yasmita, can you get rid of my curse?
Come here. Let me come closer. Bend right down. Let me just And she puts her hand out towards your forehead. Do you lean down towards her? She slaps you, smacks you on the head.
Ow! What was that for?
Ow!
So within me, the powers within me.
Loma stood there and like, you asked for that. I'm sorry. You should have known that was going to happen.
Oh, Loma.
And I, at the same time, as have also cast without knowing Mage Hand behind him. So when I slapped him forward, he went backwards and I slapped him on the back of the head too.
Sure. It's like, whoa.
Winston turns around and like looking, and he's like. Anyway, and then he turns to Loma. It's like, Loma, you know how your mum's like a demon? That's close to a god, right? That you know, could she get rid of a curse?
Loma stands there. It's like, my mother's good.
Laddie's head hearing that whips towards you and Loma. Not doing anything, just listen intently at the words of your mum is a demon.
Okay.
And I'm like, don't worry, she's a good demon. It's fine. Fine, like lead him away from the conversation.
So my mum's good. She's not that good. But depending on what city we're going to, I might have an idea of where to take you to help.
That is fine. And then Winston sort of like sags, and then sort of right, I'm gonna go that way because yeah. See you guys in a bit.
Okay, so you've done your short rest. You've had a look round. You've also the two lists you have. They do have more names on them, but those are the names you can read. So that's the list I sent you. Some of them are in characters that you just have no clue. Some of them you're probably thinking maybe Dwarvish translations. That's why you can't quite read them. And there's a couple of others which are like are languages you recognise, but they were I'm passable but not fluent. So you're like, I'm not going to try and butcher this kind of thing. So you found the list, you've gone through. Loma's finished taking the head off this thing and wrapped it up ready for Jasmine. What are you guys doing now? Are you staying in the room? Are you moving on? What are we planning?
You see those grates either side. Can Winston look inside the light? Are those actually hollowed out?
They are hollowed out. They are grates.
Winston is like been for the last couple of like hours trying to unscrew them, or just literally open the bars, see if you can go down them.
That's probably gonna be really gross. Look at all the blood that goes in there. Do you wanna go in a pile of blood?
Yeah, but they're not going to expect us going down there. Like, that says to me, oh, look, giant door. I'm going to walk in, and then there's going to be loads and loads of mind flares everywhere. If I go down here, I'm walking under the mind flares' feet. They don't know I'm there. And then, Bob's your uncle, I've got your book back. No one's the wiser.
Winston.
I don't think my book's in a lot of blood.
No. Winston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, you go.
As Winston's doing that, could I send Azza through the door the mind flares came through, just to scout ahead?
Yes, you may. So, Keyleth, say what you were going to say.
I'm just going to say, we still have this note that we can't read, and it could tell us where to go next, or what to do, so either we go back and get it decoded back where we were, or we take it with us and try and find someone to decode it wherever this leads going forward, but we don't know where that's going to be. But I'm just thinking this could be a really useful bit to tell us actually where to go next. I'm saying that to the room and sort of to Winston, but also like to everyone who's sort of around.
So the note that you're holding, do you pass it round to see if anybody can?
Yeah, I sort of like hold it out, and if people want to come and have a look at it.
Who goes and checks the note?
Yeah, if Lilia thinks it might have a book.
I'm currently
Winston's already
deaf
seen
and
it.
blind, so I've not heard any of this.
Okay, that's fair. So Lilia, you can read half of it. You can read certain passages within it. And I'm just checking anyone else can.
Is any of it in Infernal?
Yes, actually.
Can my
Yeah.
imp read it?
Your imp can. Keyleth, you can get sentences out of it, actually. But mostly the bits you're reading are places of things. So the places that you're translating are like the Lord's Manor, the guild, like a guild hall name you're given. I will send these all to the appropriate people, and a couple of others. Let me. Right, so I'm just going to make a note of that for me for later, because otherwise I will forget. Dyslexic brain. So you're getting kind of like names of places, and also as you read through the note, you notice a lot of the names on the two lists you have pop up in this letter. The imp, again, it's the same for that. Anyone else? Winston, you get certain passages, same as Lilia. Cool. Again, Loma does the same. She gets certain names, but that's about it. Okay, cool. So the rest of it is kind of encoded in something else, which you're like, why don't I understand this? Whoever's written this out has deliberately coded it very carefully, so that they don't want someone to piece together all of this. That it'd have to take a group to get the entire message. They've been very, very smart over this note. So, okay. Back to Jasmine. Azza flies off. Can I also get a dex check? So roll and then add your dex modifier from you. And then also...
-2 for the curse, yeah?
Yes.
Did Jasmine say they were deaf and blind at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, without knowing that for sure, because she's not really paying attention, Yasmita goes over to Jasmine and just sort of stands next to them and doesn't really look up, but it just goes, I just wanted to say, Jasmine, my biggest heartfelt apologies for attacking you, and I really do think that that I respect you as a friend, but for once, this one time, I will tell you that I was definitely wrong to attack you. That's all I needed to say, and then walks away.
The fighter has been stood next to Jasmine this entire time, watches you, side-eyes you, but lets you leave, but steps that little bit closer to Jasmine, as if standing guard. Right, so, Jasmine, Azza flies off, and the tunnel seems completely deserted. Her fly speed actually is quite fast in here. She's able to zip through quite quickly. And it seems to be a very long tunnel. But as she starts to get further off, while Winston's attempting to deal with this drain, and while Loma's taking this head, she gets to a certain kind of turning there and she turns off the tunnel, she starts to pick up certain smells that she recognises from tunnels that are traversed quite regularly. And there's smell of people, of rations, of fresh water, and like as she goes up, it starts to smell very familiar of rock salt and earth, and like almost city smells start coming in. And she kind of comes out into this nice large cavern, and there's like pillars. Off to one side is an underground lake. There seems to be signs of plant life. So in this direction seems to be life, essentially. And then obviously once you notice that, she spins round and then starts her way back. So what did we roll, Winston?
18.
18. 18 on Dex. Can you roll performance for me? With your -2 after everything.
Yeah, so 18 was with the -2.
Yeah.
And performance is 22. So 24 -2.
Okay. You sit there and you manage with the tip of your dagger to unscrew this grate, and you finally manage to levy it off just as Loma's finished with the head and is wrapping it up.
I've done it!
Not while I have sharp implements in my hand, please.
I mean, I've done it.
And Loma looks over and realizes what you've done. She's like, oh shit. And you pull the grate off and you look down. And obviously now that the grate's off, you kind of get a good kind of flood of light on the bottom of... It doesn't seem very deep. It probably will come up to about your waist if you drop down into it. But what is sludged in the bottom of this canalway or guttering, the smell hits you first. Now that you've leant that close to it, there is no good way to explain the absolute stink coming off this sludge. And Loma kind of sits back on the chest of this thing that she's decapitated and goes, "Going down there, are we?"
Winston sort of looks at her like,
Okay, right, you are sleeping nowhere near me tonight. And she stands up.
And then when Winston decides to be a little bit smart, he goes to the sides of the room and looks for anything like really heavy, but light enough for him to pick up, and he's gonna drop it in the hole to make sure the sludge isn't like quicksandy or something like that. So what around the room looks like heavy but light enough
You've
for
got
Winston
several
to pick up?
times, several books that were
The imp.
Yes, Mita. Just curious.
How is your imp with smelly places?
Smelly places? I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
you eat a lot of cheese. Why? What did you do?
It's a place that smells just as good as cheese. I absolutely promise. And just down this hole, and I just need to know if there's anything down there. But I, as you can see, I'm very big, but it's quite a small hole. And I was just wondering if your imp would like to be the hero they were always meant to be, and with a moustache and glasses like that, I mean, they were always destined to be a hero, surely.
Let me skip.
I'd like to roll a persuasion on the imp, convincing them to go in the hole.
I'm glad this isn't Radio 2. Okay, roll persuasion for the imp.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so it was 9 plus 12 minus 2. 19 is the imp persuaded.
Oh, Well, Potent says okay.
Oh my goodness, you're going to be
He's
destined to be a true.
He's obviously filled with a new sense of style and a new sense of purpose. It feels like courageous. He took off his uncourageous glasses.
So, hi to everyone who's just joined us in the middle of this absolute chaos. So, the imp in Raven form, the imp Raven decides to hop over to the grate and looks down into it.
Hey, damn! Don't you think it's an improvement?
Now you're just improvising.
Oh no.
That's what we're getting that 22.
The imp in Raven form hops over to the edge of the open grate, looks down into it, and looks up at Winston with this most treacherous look of, you said it fucking smelt like cheese.
Winston looks at the imp and is just like,
The imp passed out.
The imp does decide if playing dead is the best point at this minute, but decides, nope, it agreed, it was persuaded, and it hops down into the sludge. The sludge envelops it up to its neck. So there's like a good thick 3-4 inches plus of this sludge at the bottom of this tunnel.
you're doing a good job.
So if anybody
He's
was...
now a duck.
He's trying to wade through this sludge to see what there is. Any human crawling through this would be up to their elbows in just nastiness. The imp maybe goes about 10 feet, 20 feet under the thing before you get this cawing of fuck this and it swoops back out. It kind of hops about, shakes off whatever sludge is on it. So anybody standing close to the grate is going to get covered.
Oh, for Pete's sake! I mean, good job.
It went, I don't know what was stuffed down there, but it was not good and it's big and blocking the way.
Oh, okay. I now decided going through the grate is not a good idea. Let's go through the door.
It was moving.
Yes, let's not go down there.
And it's moving this way.
We stop talking because it's in your Hulk Hogan's house. Hulk Hogan is an orc that lives down the street, right?
I vote we put the grate back on.
Loma's like, I'm doubling that, and she rushes over with you to kind of shove it back into place.
Winston then gets his knife out and starts screwing the grate back on.
Good.
It's like, I strongly suggest that maybe we start moving and not be here.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Winston approves. Winston approves. Go, go, go.
So what is everyone doing now, other than making a beeline for the door?
Going, leaving.
I want you to think of the scene in Lord of the Rings where they start running towards the door, like when they're being chased by the Balrog. That's basically what's going on right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Shit.
So Jasmine.
So I come out of trance. As I goes to turn back, I see the scrambling, and I try to explain what Azza saw, and I see what happened? What happened?
Talk and run.
Okay,
Run.
okay.
Scary squid thing. Go, go, go.
Okay. I talk and run.
Cool. So you exit out of the door. You are out into, it's dim light because there are kind of sources throughout the tunnel, but it's odd because it doesn't give enough to really see by, but enough to know where the walls and the floor is. That is literally the essence of this light. Is to make sure that you don't run into the walls, dotted periodically across these walls, and you run. Loma stops is the last one out. Stops for a second to close the door behind you. And there is this very heavy thunk as it sinks back into place, which is like, hopefully that'll hold them. Hopefully that'll hold them. I am praying that holds them. And she starts to run with you. And she's like, okay, running and explaining. What did you see?
Yeah, something was moving down there, and I think we all decided that we weren't going to wait around to find out. Though, actually thinking about it, it might be someone who can translate the letter. Winston stops for a second. And it's just like starts debating.
As you stop, Laddie just keeps pushing you onwards.
Wait. No. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, as Winston stops, Lilia finally catches up to them because she has tiny legs and just like scrambles up, just like, stop, it's too tight, and just hangs on to Winston, and then he can keep running.
Okay, then Winston then is like, oh, okay, and then he literally takes Lilia and it's like, right, ready, 3, 2, 1, and on shoulder, and Winston starts holding Lilia's legs and then running with Lilia like that.
I've used the gunk from the floor, which I'm assuming is slippery, and I've got it on the bottom of my heels, and I'm just holding onto your coattails, let you pull me along as if I've got Heelys on.
Does Winston have the strength to lift Lilia and pull at the same time?
I was about to say, given momentum, I will allow
He's just not moving. He's trying to run forward, but it's not going anywhere.
On the spot.
I'd say momentum-wise, you do get it because you're already running.
Okay.
You've also got like kind of
muted.
Muted.
Momentum-wise, I'd say you just run. You are gone. Also, hi to the guys who just joined into the chat. Please do say hi. It helps us out. You get full momentum because Laddie is like shoving you as well. It's like we are moving. We are not stopping. We are moving. Also with Lilia, Winston, and Yasmita, you get inspirations for that mental image alone. Yes, it does. Please do say hi. It means we don't get lonely. So you manage to keep going, and you kind of run kind of straight out for about a good 10 minutes until you are quite a way down the tunnels. And you start to notice that they start sloping upwards ever so slightly. And then they will plateau out. And you're coming into slightly wider tunnels now. And they're slightly smoother. To give the idea that maybe they've been worn away by minerals and water and things like that sliding down these walls. And you get the start like stalactites from the top, as well as like it seems brighter. The light sources get slightly more powerful, and you notice there are actually light veins in the rock, very much like back in Dogden where they use the natural veinage and crystals to light the place. It's the same here. And as you're running, you slow down. You're far enough away now, and it seems to be one single tunnel, and one single pathway. What are we guys doing?
Map. Lilia's on Winston's shoulders, like looking at the map and just gonna yell out directions to book. She's just said book.
As we start to like calm down, I go blind for 2 minutes and what? Never mind. And I just give a brief rundown of what I saw through Az's eyes.
Cool.
Winston then just starts going, as he's walking along with Lily on his back, he's like, Lilia's book, Lilia's book, we are looking for Lilia's book, Lilia's book.
It's a
Lilia's
secret.
book. We are looking for the secret Lilia's book.
Okay, that's okay then. If anyone's in the tunnel and they hear it, we gotta kill them.
I Mexican wave and accidentally let go of your coat.
Okay. So it is a good 20-30 minute walk from that point, and you come out into a very large tunnelway. Would help if I actually moved it so everyone could see it, including the stream. Hey stream, can you see it? There we go. You come out into a tunnelway. What are people doing?
Can Winston see the water?
Yes.
Hey guys, how are we doing on our water ration? Everyone got enough water?
Well, it's only been like 2 days. Well, you've slept one night, so this is your second day, so you should be well.
It's okay. You're okay. Don't worry. When yours, I noticed that yours ran out the other day, and because I didn't have any extra, I filled it up with something else.
What? Okay.
It's
Winston
still
then.
water. It's still water. I just didn't have a way to filter it.
Winston, do not drink that! Winston, do not drink that!
I
Winston.
just opened it down. He thought it was apple juice.
Oh, okay. Winston looks at his water bottle. Bear in mind, he was thirsty and about to drink some. He's like, "Thank you, Yasmita. I really appreciate it." And just goes, I'm just gonna go drink it behind this rock over here. And he's gonna like go to this rock and just empty.
I told you I was magic like a god. I can turn water into apple juice.
That's very kind.
On demand.
Does the apple juice smell like pee at all? Just want to check.
Oh, you know exactly what it smells like. I am not even confirming or denying that.
Winston empties the definitely not pee onto the floor, and then decides to. Oh, I've just finished it, Yasmita. Probably the best water I've ever had.
Oh, do you need to
No, that's quite right. I'm gonna try some of this water, but I'm sure I it's just too good. I need to try something else.
Okay, well just let me know in future. I won't charge you for the drinks.
Okay, well thank you. I'll give you some money later for it. Thank you, Yasmita.
Okay, so I'm gonna get people to grab their pieces. So, Jasmine, Keyleth, Lilia, Meliana, the Imp. If someone could type that in for me. Laddie. Yasmita. Then we have Keyleth. Not Keyleth, what are you doing, Keyleth? Loma.
Where's Winston?
I'm about to do Winston now.
Ah.
Don't forget your lovable Bart.
Hold on, I'll do Laddie. Jasmine. Just pick yours, Jasmine. There you go. There we go. That was why I couldn't find it, because I couldn't find my... There we go. And then Winston. Okay. So you've come out into...
Did you get the nice colourful bits on it?
So you come out into this this big cavern. There is fresh water. You can hear rushing water, so you're assuming that this is a working river, ravine, underground. There is kind of like some foliage around the ending of it. There's some mushrooms and plants. The rockage here is like slopes at the side. There seems like a little alcove onto one side, and the tunnel continues on in front of you. What are people doing?
Winston is going over to the water. Can he roll investigation on the water just in case? A, it looks poisonous. B, there's something scary underneath that might eat him alive.
Yes, you may. You may. Do the water.
Winston would like to use his inspiration.
Is Lilia still on his shoulders? Would you have put me off by now?
No, I would have taken you to do some fishing with me.
Okay, I will also look and go like, oh my gosh, fishes.
Okay, cool.
Right.
You can roll investigation for me, Lilia, please.
Better. Good. I'm not going to die now. Winston rolled.
What's my investigation? Ah, cool, +5. So that means 23 in total. Well, that's with the -2.
Okay.
14.
Fair
It's a bit further away.
Yeah. So, from what you've seen, Winston, this is a fresh spring. It is completely pure. It is just underwater. It's been filtered through the rock. That is what's made it so pure. It's an underground ravine. It's not been touched. It seems perfectly usable water.
Okay, so Winston is going to, really carefully, scoop some of that water into the bottle. Not dip his bottle in. Swish his bottle around, pour out the remnants of the definitely apple juice onto the side, making sure it doesn't go into the nice clean water source. And then once he's satisfied that he's done that enough, he's going to scoop some fresh water in there too.
Cool. So, what is everyone else doing?
I got Yasmita. I was like, Yasmita, Laddie told me what you said. I appreciate that you decided you were wrong. Thank you.
Well, your Laddie must be broken. I never would say that.
I walk away.
I said I'd say it once.
Also, DM,
Absolutely.
Yes.
I remembered because I'm a sorcerer, I can sacrifice sorcery points to get back spells. So I'm going to sacrifice 5 sorcery points to get back a 3rd level spell, so I can use Speak with Dead again. Talk to the head that we brought with us.
Okay. So Loma decides to set up a tent. She was like, this seems like a really good place to do it. Water source, all the same, along the way. She sets up her tent, and then sits down in front of it and lays out the rag that she put the head in, turns it round and sets it up so that you can sit and talk with it.
Hey, Lilia, do you have any string?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have some of your string?
What are you going to use it for? It's my twine from. What do people make things out of? Like bark and leaves and stuff.
Well, I was just saying, there's lots of little fishies. Do you want to go fishing with me?
Can you see the fishies? I can't see the fishies.
Okay. So
Winston's just going to climb down.
Winston lifts off, Lilia helping her down, and it's like, look, there's a fishy.
Okay.
There is actually slightly further in under the rock carving, where this is kind of carved out into like a alcove. You can see dark shapes shifting around, which are moving as what you presume to be fish.
So let's do some fishing. I can't see any problems with doing some fishing in this dark cave.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fine. Fish equals fishing. I don't see any reason that wouldn't be okay.
So Winston wraps the twine around his lute, and using the lute as basically a little fishing line, and then he takes one of his spare parts for the lute and attaches it to the end. takes a piece of cheese, sticks it on the end, narrowly avoids eating it himself, and throws it into the water.
Before he throws it, Meliana is going to walk right in front of him.
Also,
Hey!
I'm just going to say, Lomo's distracted dealing with his head. Is this the infernal loot you're using?
No, this is his regular loot.
Okay.
He wouldn't do that to the
Because
infernal
there
loot.
would be some questions if it was the infernal loot.
No, because he's got 2 loots now, so this is his spare.
Okay.
So he respects that the infernal loot was from Lomo. He respects that, but he has 2 loots, and the other one doesn't get used very much. Yeah, so he's using that. He's using his spare loot to be the thing. Anyway, back to what? Excuse me. We are trying to fish, Meliana, and you are not a fish.
Meliana's just going to look at him and say, look, you've already come across some very unusual things down here. I don't think disturbing the peace of whatever's in that pond is a good idea.
But fish.
You're assuming it's fish.
What else could it be
Winston
if
thinks
not
for a moment.
fish? Because fish live in
Inspiration from
ponds.
Meliana for picking up on what I said.
No, it's fish.
Can Winston roll like insight on whether he thinks they're fish or not fish?
Insight.
Okay, rolling an insight.
So no, you need nature, not
Oh, can I roll nature to see? Yeah, I'll roll nature.
Quite good at nature.
Am I allowed to roll nature?
Yep, and Lydia can roll nature as well.
Inspiration. Oh yeah. Oh crap.
You've got
Okay, that
plenty
one's
of
on the floor.
inspiration, so yes, use it. Go ahead.
Okay, Winston rolls 21 with the -2.
24. Beat ya.
Right. So looking closer and watching how these things move in the water, at first you could very easily mistake them for fish. But then as you watch them, you realise that the way they move is very calculated. And they will stop almost as if they're checking to be watched, and then they'll start swimming again. You know that is not natural behaviour for normal fish. That is something playing at being a fish to catch attention.
Okay, Winston looks at Lilia and picks her up and slowly backs away.
But it wants to be
like-
fish and it wants to play. I don't understand. You said we could catch fish, and now you're saying we can't. And I've never caught a bad fish before in my pond. So this just seems really mean, and I'm gonna go away in a huff.
I'm sorry. I'll take you fishing next time, I promise. And he's and you just see him reaching out for her as she walks away oh.
Gonna go find some fun plants.
As you say this, Lilia, do you look back? Do you look back at the pond at all or anything?
No.
No, you just walk off.
She when she stops, she stops. She's off.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
Winston does turn around and sort of sit by the pond, so he's looking in the pond if there's anything going on.
Right, Meliana, you gonna do the same?
Yeah, she's going to have one quick glance back.
Okay, as both of you watch as this mimicking fish kind of gets a bit closer, and the size of it grows and grows and grows and grows until it breaks the surface and the top of its head comes out, and it is a bald head with massive, almost saucer-like eyes, and what looks like seaweed hair over its eyes, and it looks out at you, and it's watching you, and it's realised it's been caught, and it kind of gives this grumble when the bubbles come up, and as the bubbles pop, you hear the word "fuck it," and it drops back down and disappears. Do either of you
Old Greg.
Do either of you want to roll history or nature?
I'll roll some history.
Yeah, I'll roll.
My imp has been, while they were over there, had hopped over, and it has been sitting on the edge of the water's edge, just hopping, thinking it was going to get a fish. Would it react to that, or?
The moment it spotted this thing, it has darted back behind your legs and is shaking.
Winston rolled 25 minus 2, so he rolled 23.
Okay.
I got 21.
Okay. Both of you recognize a form of water creature, which is almost like it's like a mini kelpie. It's not the horse version, but it's very well known. Its shape kind of changes. Kelpie's not the right name, but that's what your mind goes to. It's almost like frog-like when you actually see it properly, and it is known to grab things and drag it in to the water to drown it, to eat it. But they are smaller and they're a lot faster. And they will lure people in by giving the impression of like being normal fish underwater. And they are extremely dangerous if you go anywhere near them.
Winston once heard a rumor that their seaweed hair is very tasty. Would that have an impact on his decision?
It could do. It is entirely up to you whether you wish to continue to try. But that kind of thought is now stuck in your head. So you're like, is it worth it? Maybe it's worth it.
Miliana?
As he's thinking that, I go, Winston, I was wrong. I can cast Walk Stones again. Any other questions you'd like to ask?
Okay. And then immediately, like, his thoughts change on the possibility of eating this merman to, let's go solve this problem.
Cool. Right, so Omra's sat cross-legged, head's in front of her. What are you guys doing?
Yes, so, as Logan was doing that, I kind of grabbed this vial around my neck and I kind of focus, and it glows, and you see like a little bit of blood kind of glow, and I mean, kind of breathe in the essence. Like, I was wrong. I can cast a spell one more time today.
Cool.
Have we got any other questions we want to ask these individuals?
Why not tell them to decode? Well, first of all, I'm going to make you look lovely as the Lord Lady again. But maybe we ask it to decode the letter for us and see it, test it, and pass it as a test of loyalty.
Great idea. It doesn't quite work like that. The spell just tells things they knew in life, and it doesn't have to be honest. If I start trying to do that, it might see through my disguise. I could try.
Why don't we could get it to ask? We could ask it the questions that we didn't ask before.
Perfect. What were they again?
Last time.
On Dragon Ball.
Yes.
Previously on the Dragon's Table.
Previously on the Dragon's Table. We'd asked if they'd had any more successes, and they said yes, and that was 3 days ago. And the coded note was a load of orders, and they'd been encoded by the boy. And then we asked, I think, who the boy was, and that was the one who gave us the tome by which you have worked. So that might be something to figure out a bit more about who the boy is and where we might find him.
Yes, so we want to know who this boy is, and Winston wants to know what was it you want, because Liliana, you want to know about your tome.
The name of your brother, did you be able to look it up for me?
And Winston, what did you want to know?
Thomas. Was what the one that gave you the ring? Yeah. You haven't got any other names?
Winston's talking to himself again into the air, it's weird.
I'll make one for you for now then. Okay. Sorry. Right. Back to what we were doing.
I can't look at Winston. Winston, why are you talking to the wall? Oh, weird. Anyway, Liliana wants to know about her tome. Winston, what was you want to know? You're very interested about individuals.
Okay, I might as well just say it. Look, that name Almir. Have I ever told you what my last name is?
I don't believe so.
My full name is Lord Winston Almir.
Does the name Albert sound familiar?
History
Any of
check.
us?
History check if you want to know.
It would sound familiar to me, wouldn't it, Winston? Because you told me all about your brother.
Yeah, so you, Yasmita should know about it, and I can't remember if I
No.
told anyone else. And Loma would know.
Must be a poor lordship with a 6.
Wait, I know that name.
Ooh.
Is your brother come back?
Well, I don't know.
How many are still alive?
From my perspective, my big brother, he died on the ship because he was a sailor, and his ship was destroyed. My other brothers are lost to, well, let's put it this way. My father went mad, and my father, the king, went mad. And he decided that myself and my 7 brothers would fight to the death. My eldest brother, Thomas, he was the true heir to the throne, but he was murdered. And that's when the decision was decided that whoever murdered him wouldn't be strong enough to survive. And so that's when it was declared. So the 6 of my brothers, decided to kill each other. I don't know who's alive and who isn't alive. I was just given. Thomas gave me the ring. And he shows up the ring, and sent me on my way before he died. So I only heard rumors of the competition, and if it wasn't for Loma and Meliana finding me, I'd probably be dead.
Well,
Sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say, do you think maybe the one of your brothers is this boy?
Maybe, and that I know that Keela found a letter with.
But just as you say that, I go, oh, yeah, and then sort of pull out, and I also pull out the 2 lists of the names, and I go, I thought that sounded familiar, and I'm sort of running a finger down both lists, and sort of then go, sort of almost like, look, and like that's one of your brothers, isn't it?
Okay, so looking at the lists, there is on one of them is denoted donations, and there is a long list. One of them is just the family name Almir. The other one is another name which Winston instantly recognises as Cassian Septenia, which is a academic name given to certain armatas, which is his brother's name. On the second list is another person named William Septania. So basically the same armata. So, and that is further contributions.
William.
That's the extra name. The Cassian is the one that you recognise as family. You can roll to know if you recognise William as a.
What am I rolling? Just
history.
So
16. That's with the -2.
Okay. You recognise the name in passing. You can't remember when or why it was brought up. But you have heard Cassian speak of him. And it was possibly right at the start of Cassian attending his university. But you don't know in what context he may have known William. If it is even the same William that he's talking about, because obviously William is quite a common name. So
Cassian had a friend when he when she, okay, Cassian was second in line to the throne behind my brother Thomas, and I don't understand what's he doing on this list, and that's why I was.
Can I pull out the partially encoded note as well and sort of try and scan it to see if I can spot the name Cassian?
You instantly spot it now that you're looking for it, and it's in the infernal names.
DM.
Oh, that was not intentional. Now that you're looking for the name, it's one of the names in Infernal, and it does come up a couple of times.
I'm sort of scan through that note, and then I go, he's here. Look, Winston, and I sort of, but also to everyone, but I go, look, Winston, Cassian. I'm assuming this is your brother Cassian because of him being listed on the donation list. But like, look, he is in this encoded note multiple times. Like, he must be involved in this somehow.
Hey, can you put him on the floor for a minute so I can see?
I go, oh, yep, sorry. Put everything on the floor just so, and then sort of sit down on the floor so it's.
She gets a stick out and she starts to like doodle and like try and make sense of what goes with what.
Winston, do you think your brother is like working with the Lord Lady, trying to gain power to take over?
You don't think my brother is the boy, do you?
Well, you said your father went mad and basically started a civil war between the royalty to get a successor. People have killed for a lot less, and I feel like a lot of people go a lot to take control of an entire kingdom. Also, are you the seventh brother of a seventh brother?
I don't get what that has to do with anything, but yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, but yes, Cassian was always resentful of Thomas, because Thomas was the perfect son. He was everything that you'd ever want. He was a Navy man. He was respected. He was loyal to his troops. And my father only went mad when his ship exploded, which I think any father would go mad if their favorite sons.
Mariana is going to interrupt Winston at this point, and she's going to say, Winston, human noble families are very complicated and always have lots of issues, as I've noticed. But I think we need to stay on track with what's going on here. And at this point, she's going to turn and find spot where Lilia's gone and call Lilia over.
She's just been like up by one of the flowery bushes on one of the sides, just like using druidcraft to make it bloom and sprout. Just be like, why are people more complicated than plants? And this whole place is confusing. And she's just like having a little strop.
Which plant have you gone up to?
Whichever looks like a plant. I mean, I can fully tell how that the ones on the map don't look the best, but she would have just tried to find a leafy one.
Really? On the map? On the map? Really?
I was wondering how long that would take. Just.
I can't see it.
It's because she was drawing. She had the two bits of paper side by side, and then one a bit further away, and she was just drawing around them.
Sure. You pick your character again. Grab your thing.
Terrible.
Lilia would have gone to the ones not by the lake or the pond, the water. So probably one of the.
You went over
ones
to one
that
of...
look a little bit toothy.
So you went over there and you've been using druidcraft on them, yes?
Yep.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Damn it.
What is wrong with this world? The forest is so much simpler. Lilia hates this place.
Well, Winston's going last. You rolled a nat 1 for his initiative.
Do you have
Dirty
nat 1
20.
cards? Use them.
I don't have a nat 1 card.
I sent it in the group.
Oh, I'll look.
So you can take a photo of it and then add it in.
I got a 6.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I need to add Laddie in. Jasmine, max up HP.
I got a nat 1 plus 5, so plus
Okay.
4, so that's 5. Yay. Oh wait, minus
come
2.
back to me.
Never mind.
Cool. Okay, I'll cancel that for now. Right. So, Winston, what did you say you had?
I rolled a 1 plus 4, so 5 minus 2, 3.
Right, Yasmita, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Lilia, what did you roll?
14.
Jasmine, I'll come back to you. Keyleth, what did you roll?
16.
Meliana, what did you roll?
6.
I'm going to do Loma now. I have so many D20s. Why can't I find one when I need it? Jasmine, you back?
Yes. 9 for Jasmine.
I need to
17 for Laddie.
Okay. 17 for Laddie. So, Laddie. Here's max HP, please.
49.
Armor class.
16.
How many?
16.
16.
What did Loma roll?
She rolled a 15. Okay, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's cocked as. Oh, there's that. Okay, so it's a 17. That's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 17. Okay. Just out of, for interest, this encounter is nicknamed Audrey 2.
Who's won?
I just went on Steph's stream and wrote "Feed me Seymour."
Feed me. Does it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be
Does it
now?
have to be mine?
Feed me.
Feed me Seymour.
Feed me all night long.
That's right, boy. You can do it.
Okay. So, we got to pace where everyone was. So, hold on. Loma was over by her tent with Jasmine and Laddie, I'm assuming nearby.
Yes.
Keyleth, did you come over to the group?
Yeah, Keyleth would have come over sort of where the tent was, so then when the pieces of paper on the all that bit of the paper was all happening by the tent.
Okay, cool. So, Yasmita, it's a bit of a surprise. Lily is over in a corner, drawing her druid craft on this particular little plant. And then, without warning, the pod on it starts to split open. And it chucks out this body. It looks like an abomination, but it's standing wrong. Something about it, the way it moves, is just. They look like zombies before. It looks like a zombie even more now. And across the way, the other pod opens up and spits out this body. Again, this one actually looks like a mind flare, but it just doesn't move right. So what are you doing with these things?
Well, I was
going
sort of
down
like
here?
somewhere near the rock because I was just like wandering around and then just having conversations. So, I would be like, what? And then, because why not? Whereabouts has this body landed?
The body. Hold on. Let me find our little sludgy thingies. Technically, this is not incorrect. That one and that one.
Okay, sure. And they're not moving.
Not yet. They're a little disorientated for some reason.
Okay, so she's going to shout for Lilia to move away from them because she's away from the plant because she doesn't want them to be letting off any more of those. And
Lilia, you didn't set it up.
and then she's going to fire her arrow at Pod A.
Pod A. Okay, go on.
Pod A, Pod A, Pod A.
Hey, forget about it.
Can't hear you.
You didn't want to. I was singing to myself. I was going, that was a terrible roll. Would a 15 hit?
Yes, a 15 hits.
Okay, cool beans. All right. So D6. That's a 4 plus a 7. That's 11. And
Okay.
hang on, I'm going to tell you the other damage that it has.
Okay. Well, it's 11 to start with, so that's a good start.
Yep. It's going to have +2 poison damage to it.
Cool.
Is there any sneak attacks or not? Has it seen me?
You can do sneak attack because it's within 5 feet of Lilia.
Woohoo! In that case, let me roll that. So that's 7 on top of that is the sneak attack.
Okay. This pod thing is not looking good. It's looking awful, actually.
And then she's going to go pretty, and then and oh wait, because I can do a bonus action first anyway. Bonus action. Phantasmal Whisper, I think is bonus action. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Phantasmal Whisper.
Is that to make it frightened?
Yeah.
Is the effect? It won't affect it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saving you that spell slot.
Yeah.
It won't work.
Can I, in that case? I'm just seeing how this one works quickly. Teleport up to 30 feet. Unoccupied space that you can see. Can I use one of the charges on my dagger to Misty Step?
Get closer?
Yep, to get closer to Pod A.
Okay. That would be a bonus action, though. So that'd be your.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. Yeah, action and bonus action.
Okay, cool.
So how close can I get up next to Lilia? Like somewhere.
I think it's 30 feet as you can move. And they're each square's a 5, so 5, 10, 15. You could get close.
I'll get sort of like, yeah, I'll get right up there. And then as she was running, she went, "Fly, pretty," and sends her imp up into the sky to follow along. And he can go. How far can he go? I've forgotten already. Flying 40 foot. So he's going to come right up and he's got us. Bite. Attack. That was rubbish. Can I use inspiration on my imp as well?
I will allow it. Yeah, sure.
I've got so many.
That you need to use your inspirations up. So yeah, go ahead, do it.
I think I rolled worse. Hold on, what does that say? Screw it. We'll roll another one. That's a better one. Right. 12 plus. I'll bloody see in this. I should turn my light back on, really. 17 to hit. That's
Hits.
better.
Is that on pod A as well?
Yeah, it'll go for pod A. And he's gonna do a piercing attack. Yada. 1d4.
Hello to everyone who's just joined us in the middle of the chaos and the combat. Please do say hi.
So that's 4 piercing damage, and you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
4.
DC 11.
Okay. It saves.
Then you take half that damage, so that's going to be 3d.
What's this damage for?
So if its bite hits, they take poison damage.
Okay,
cool. 6. Where's my little tiny ones? Throw in my 3 tiny die. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8, but that's half. So another 4 poison damage on top.
Okay. This podling just gets slaughtered and bit and stabbed and otherwise and crumbles into mush.
Oh dear, he seemed to have soiled himself.
It does give off like a compost smell. Next up is body plant A. So I am just gonna put a little bit of text. Cool. He is going to take its vines kind of creep up underneath it, and it 3 of them lash out at Lilia.
Yay.
I need my calculator.
That's not good.
One is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Winston would like to respond with a reaction. And he's going to shout at them. You stupid plants! You're not even intelligent! And we'll see how much they get knocked off their roll for that. 16. Take 16 points off that dirty 20.
Okay.
They do not like being called stupid, smelly plants.
Okay. The other one is a 14. Does that hit?
That is my AC.
So that hits exactly dead on.
I tried.
Can I use a reaction to? I'm right next to her, aren't I?
Yeah.
Am I right
what's
next
your
to her?
reaction?
Can I? Hold on, I've got a couple of different ones. Where is it?
I can't see it. Hold on. It's a feature that I have.
Attack UC hit zero.
Reactions. You could do silvery barbs.
Now there's a thing on one of my feature species trait things or whatever it's called. Or feats or whatever it is. One of my gifted metallic dragon, I think it is. When you or another creature you can see within 5 foot of you is hit by an attack.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. You can use your reaction to grant a +3 bonus to the target's AC against that attack roll, potentially causing it to miss.
Do you want to do that on one of them? Because one of them's the next one's a 16, so one of these is going to land.
Yeah, so I'll do it on one of those. And basically it's these big protective wings sprout out. But they're like raven wings and will wrap around you, Lilia, and protect you from one of those hits.
Okay, mark that off.
Yeah.
So all 3 miss. So
It's now 14 and a 16 because one of them will hit.
It on one hit. Oh yeah, on one hit, because it can only do it on one roll. So one does hit you. So I thought it was on all hits. No, so it's for one of the hits. It misses. So. And you get 12 points of slashing damage. Okay. And that means okay, cool. And then we go for pod B. It's going to stumble forward and go for his friend's now dead, so here's meter. Yeah, that's fine. It's not very fast. I'm gonna make an attack on Yasmita. $17 to hit.
Yeah, that's my armor class.
Okay. That's 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it just slaps at you.
Oh, slap her.
That is it. Laddie is up now.
So seeing the chaos happen, kind of just looks at me, Desmond, and then a shrug, and he's gonna take out his very long rifle-like weapon and take a shot at the plants themselves. Are they doing anything? Like the plants the bodies came from?
They're trying to reach and attack, yes.
I shoot at plant B.
Okay, go on.
Did I get back on short rest? He's going to. I'm going to use sharpshooters. Do -5 to my roll, both to do more damage. That is Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
So that's 2.
No, it doesn't. You miss. It's fine. It hits.
You missed? Oh.
No, it hits. I
Was
was
that-
being
oh.
mean.
Oh, okay. So he does 34 points of damage.
Okay. That's
and
34,
he's-
right?
Yes, 34.
Cool.
You can use a bonus action to reload and fire again.
Okay.
Same, using -5 for the hit. Oh, that's probably not going to hit. That is 10.
No, it does not hit, unfortunately.
So it just goes wide, puts it back in his back, pulls out the pillbox. He's going to action surge and
Cool.
fire 2 more at that same plant.
Okay.
One is a 17 and the other's a nat 20.
Both hit, and obviously double your dice for your nat 20.
So we'll do this one first. So the non-nat 21 is a 8.
Okay.
And the nat 21 is... just 6, unfortunately. Bad rolls.
It's fine. Still does something.
Then he... looking how we're kind of bunched up, I'm just going to move slightly here.
Cool.
To have a better vantage point over everything.
Okay.
He turns towards the water in case anything pops up.
Nothing. It seems to have
Okay.
gone totally still. Okay.
Okay, that's Laddie's turn.
Cool. Loma is going to take an action to surge to her feet. She's then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so she can see what the heck's going on. And then, as a bonus action, she's going to... just... She's going to take... She's going to steady her aim. You can use... Oh, I moved, so... That's fine. She can't really do anything from here. So... She just... Oh... yeah, no. That's her action. So... She's just pulls her daggers out ready. Alright. Keyless, remembering you're also on the floor with the papers, so action to get up first. Then if you have any bonus actions, do those.
Cool.
So that's you to go.
Oh. That's going to be a pain. I do as a bonus action. Can I cast a spell from being sat down, or do I need to be like up on my feet in order to do it? Or would that, if it takes an action to do it?
You can remain kneeling and do it. If it's a spell, yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So, sort of from where I am on the floor, I'm sort of just gonna like roll myself around to sort of a kneeling position, and I guess from where I am on the edge of the tent, I can see this sort of.
You can. Yasmina and Lily are both brilliantly short that even you kneeling can see over the top of their heads.
Okay.
That's the beauty of having halflings in your party.
So okay. I'm thinking of to cast spike growth.
Okay.
So I'm sort of basically have my hands out just and cast it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay. Is it from a point you can see?
I'm trying to think. Can I see? So if I can sort of see over their heads, can I then see the pod B and the other thing?
You can see between them. You can see where the pod is. Yes.
So I'm gonna aim for like sort of between of them, in between them.
And
where
starting
I
on
want
them
this
and back so that they're not hit.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. That was not wanted. I want to delete that. And I need circle. So 20 foot. It's that size. It's not what I needed. Stop doing that. Okay. You know what? If you're not going to work with me, just going to bin you and try again. Okay. So they're just on the edge of it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So
rather than faffing around with it, let's just do it that way.
No worries. So that's now going to be difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's 10 minutes, so that's going to be difficult terrain for 10 minutes. And if anything moves into it or within it, it takes a 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet of travel.
So the podling's going to feel it when it moves, basically. Cool.
Basically.
All right.
And I think that's sort of it, because I think I'd have to wait until my next to get up to get onto my feet. I think I'd have to do that as my next one. So it's not really. So I'm just gonna do that and then sort of just go, sort of take stock of almost what the fuck's just happened.
Cool. Okay. Lilia, what are we doing?
Screaming, to start with. And she's just gonna bamf into a direwolf because what the fuck. So yeah, as a bonus action, going to wild shape into my wolf.
Okay.
She is big. She will probably be in that radius. She's not gonna care because she's scared. And she's going to do a attack on bite a plant. I suppose she could bite a plant.
Okay, let's do the as you've technically moved into it. Let's do the.
Yep.
It's 1d4 damage, isn't it?
2d4.
You will have, because the spell happened in front of you. You will have seen them sprout up.
Yeah. She's freaked. She's just.
That's 2 points.
She's doing away.
Damage. Just as you kind of poise, calm down. You're like, ow, ow.
That's right.
Should have thought better, but panic.
She's not doing that right now. Cool. So she is going to try and bite the plant in front of her, the one that spat out a body.
Cool.
What is... That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Is the target a creature? Is a plant a creature?
No, the pod.
Okay. That's fine. It's
Hold
fine because
on.
I don't know how we'd knock a plant prone. So I will absolutely take that of just it won't be knocked prone. It's a plant.
Yes. And I don't. Technically classifying the podling too is not counted as a creature. So
That's fine.
D&D
Cool.
classifications are weird sometimes.
Okay, that will be 21 damage
Ooh, nicely
from her bite.
done.
Yeah.
And that's to the plant, yes?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's her for now.
Jasmine, what are we doing? Or Jasmine, do you want me to skip you and then come back to you?
Nope, I'm here. I'm here.
Cool.
I'm good.
That's fine.
Okay. I was standing there, like, why you guys gotta be so close together? Did Azza return to me?
Yes, as is with you.
Okay. I'm going to cast. If I can cast that. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast and fire 2 shots at each plant pot. Hopefully, not hitting anyone near plant pod A, not pod, the actual plant itself.
Okay.
So one at B, one at A. I'm gonna get into the tense here, so I'm gonna. I can't. What's it on?
Lilia is no longer a halfling. She is now a 9-foot wolf.
Oh
So
yeah, true.
she's quite big in the way now.
Maybe go for the other pod. The other plant.
Bonus action. Click my boots together, so I'm hasted. So my speed is doubled. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I think. Can I see that? Can I see part A from B, A from there?
Yes, you can.
Alright, so I'll shoot A and B with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I will roll my Power Ranger die and my outside Xbox die. That is 18 and 19 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay. 14 points of damage to B and 12 to A.
Okay. 12 to A.
Then I will use my secondary action because I'm hasted to. Does anyone look injured?
Yes, me too, I believe.
How injured do you look, Yasmita?
I don't look like I'm going to die or anything.
Okay, then I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Cool.
As you see that the moisture suck in and just ice on my body as like a almost suit of armor on me.
Cool.
And that will be my turn. I'll give myself 10 temporary hit points.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Doki. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Meliana, what are we doing?
Okay, so I can see pod B over the top of Yasmita and the imp, can't I?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit closer, sort of about here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use Starry Wisp on that pod B.
Okay. As in, the pod, yeah, okay.
So that is 18. Does 18 hit?
18 hits.
That is 9 damage.
Cool.
And then that is me.
Okay. Right, our plant can't really do anything. It is. Oh, reaches 20 feet. That's interesting. Okay. Glad I know that. Glad I know that. Okay. So. That's going to be an interesting one. To see if this works. Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's not great either. So, as you stood there, there was a slight rumble in the ground and it shakes slightly. And bursting out from underneath this almost crumbling earth, 2 vines drop up in front of Jasmine and take a swipe at you. That's a nat 20 for 27. As well as a 19.
You know what? That misses, you know, it's weird. So they're both 19. The second one, did you say?
19 is a 19 for a 26.
Both
Both those hit.
Yeah, both of them hit.
I've used my reaction. Has anyone else got any reactions?
I do, but I'm saving it for something else.
Nine. That's 13 for the first hit. $11 for the second hit. Okay. And 2.
So when I get hit,
Yeah.
the ice armor shatters on me, and he takes 10 ice damage.
Cool.
And I will use Hellish Rebuke as my reaction.
Cool.
Yes, make a dex save.
Cool.
Do this at second.
That is a 9.
That is a failure. He takes 3d10 fire damage. 22 points of fire damage.
Yasmita, your imp has just been saved by Jasmine's armor.
I take it back.
Fire damage. This thing goes up in flames, and there is this kind of. You can imagine it was like a shriek, but it is such a high pitch that it's not quite within your hearing range. Lilia, unfortunately, as a wolf form, is hearing it, and it is not a pleasant sound. Okay. Winston, it's your turn.
So Winston
Is going to. He sees everyone seeing the plants. He's going to move as close as he can, going. Yeah, sort of going this way. So what's my max? Sort of 30. What's close to that?
No. Sorry, I need this one. That one's dead.
Just gonna work out something.
Grab the hand if you want.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to move myself sort of next to the imp. And then I am going to. Can I get around?
The imp is flying, so it's at above head level. So if you're looking at the pod B, you've got a straight line of sight, unimpeached.
Okay, I'm going to because I did play No. Yeah, when I was playing my Lilia song, I played using
The Infernal Flute.
Inferno Loot.
Okay.
I'm going to get some bonuses from that, but I'm going to use my Nephis bow to go for a hit on the surviving plant.
That close at you're how far away are you from it? Because under a certain amount, you're only 10 feet away, so that's going to be a disadvantage because you are that close to it.
Okay, well I'll go for a Okay, in that case, on bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to Misty Step behind the plant.
You are going into spikes.
Oh, there are spikes there. Okay.
This is where we need to pay attention to other things going on.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to Misty Step actually.
Yeah.
To there.
Okay.
I should be slightly further away.
Okay. So from you to here. Hold on, let me do the rule.
That's 15 feet. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, 15 on the plant will do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bow shoot the plant.
Okay.
Shooting Audrey 2's best friend. So that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
Takes 10 damage.
Cool.
What am I going to do? And that was my bonus action too, so that's my turn ended.
Fantastic. Yes, Mito, what are we doing?
How easily can I use how easily can I produce a flame with actual tools?
It would take a little while.
Okay. And does any of you guys have a produce flame thing or anything like that?
Produce flame tend to be more for warmth and light rather than damage.
I could do a fireball if you need.
I don't think you'd need me if you were doing a fireball. I don't think you'd need my input.
That was my idea, but there was too many of my friends nearby.
I was going to do a mini fireball, but create it manually, okay? But never mind.
I said fireball.
Well, no, I can't do that then. In that case, I will stabby at pod B.
Cool.
So I'm going to use my little daggers. Let me just have a quick look. Nine plus 7. Does a 16 hit?
16 on the pod.
Yeah.
Hits.
Cool. And that is gonna be 1d4 plus 6. That's 3 plus that's 9. For my action. Can I use it a second time for my bonus action? I don't know.
Think you can. Unless you're 2-weapon fighting.
Because I had 2 of them. I've got 2 weapon fighting. So can I use it? Use the 2? Yeah. Shouldn't do this action really.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Cool. I'll roll again. So that is 14 plus 9, whatever that is, 23 to hit. And that is the same again. That's another 9.
The puddling turns to mush, giving off the same kind of compost smell.
Yeah, you've been fertilized. Oh, wait, I don't want to say that.
Okay, it is Plant A's turn. It's not happy at all.
Ooh, imp.
Yes.
Imp.
Okay, imp.
Imp's gonna fly and attack the body taker. That is 8, 13 to hit.
That misses.
No. Okay, cool.
Okay. Body taker A is technically moving within this because it's lashing about. So that takes 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage.
I wasn't close enough to body taker A for it to have an attack of opportunity, was I? Like, I haven't moved my little piece. I haven't done any movement.
No.
Can I move away a little bit so that I don't get disadvantage on any of my shots? I'm gonna move back up to here.
Okay. It is going to do whap whap whap. So 3, 1 for the imp, and then 2 for Lilia. Ooh. One of those is a nat 20. The other 2 do not work. Hold on. Let me shuffle things slightly so I can actually keep seeing what's going on. So nat 20. That's 2. Let's double the dice. That's 15 points of slashing damage to you.
The imp or
To Lilia.
okay.
That is it. It's not going to try anything. You're a bit too big for it to try anything. Laddie, what are we doing?
Laddie, not happy that his charge has been hit, is going to. Is there tentacles around Jasmine? Around me?
Oh no, that's done now. It's gone. They've kind of slumped.
He's going to move closer, so not to shoot Jasmine or Loma. Have I got line of sight on the other plant?
Yes,
B?
you have.
Hey, is B dead?
B is dead. B is gone.
Yes.
It went up in flames.
He is going to take 2 shots at the plant.
Cool.
Using his pepper box. I assume 11 doesn't hit the plant.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yes, but the second one does hit, which is a 26. I assume.
Yes, it hits.
So that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Any bonus actions? No. That's it. Yep, that's it. He also will move, not in front of Jasmine, but like a bit closer to like kind of be near her.
Cool. I just put that on the wrong one. That's the right one. Okay, so Loma. She's going to do. Make sure she doesn't hit. Laddie 5, 10, 15. It's got the plant. She's going to. Dagger. She's going to get sneak because Lily is so close. Oh, I have a nat one. One of them hits though. Yeah, one of them hits. That's fine. I'll get her sneak as well. So 1d4. So it's 1d4. Then it's 2, 4 for sneak. And then she's going to add a cruel dice as well. So that's an extra d6. Yeah, okay, cool. It's 10. 23 points of damage that she does to it. There we go. Keyleth, you're up.
Right. Keyleth's gonna move. Well, oh. I feel like she's slightly. So she's gonna get up on her feet. And then. Not really much else I can. If that's my action, there's not really much else I can do.
You can move in closer to make sure that you don't hit in the next turn.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that, and then we're just gonna have to wait. So she's just gonna get up, and then she's gonna move in closer.
Cool.
So she's got a bit of a clearer line of sight.
Cool.
For the last thing.
Lilia, what are we doing?
She is going to bite the thingy bob.
Right, bite away.
Or try to.
Bite away.
That is a 18 to hit.
Hits.
Lovely. Let's roll 12 damage on that.
Okay.
Yep. That's her turn.
All of it?
Yep.
Cool. Jasmine, what are we doing?
Jasmine not liking that she getting tentaculed. She is I'm going to how's everyone looking health wise?
Not too bad.
Okay. Will that be too big? I'm just going to use just gonna get to. I got a line of sight of it, so here don't get too close up front. And just firing some Eldritch Blast into the plant.
Cool.
That is a 24 and a 21 to hit.
No, they missed. Yeah, of course they hit.
I've got about to say about Jasmine about to run off and leave you guys. 10, 17 total force damage on that first barrage. And her secondary action, because she's hasted, 18 and 19.
Okay, so it the first force hits it, and the thing just explodes. There is a bit of plant everywhere. It shatters.
Jasmine not realizing there's still fires like.
And
I just rested.
Does anybody want to roll to find out what these things are? Roll history or nature.
I'm gonna do a history check.
What's the it's the same. 13 nature. I'll say that, like, guys, we're in a weird tunnel. We just came from a lab. Don't touch anything.
I got a 17
Please.
history.
20 minus 2 on history, so 18.
14.
Okay, so anything above 15? Who got above 15 with their rolls?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. If you got above 15 with your roll, nature or history, both will, you would know this is called a body taker plant. They essentially grab a body, entrap it, digest it, and spurt out a copy, which becomes a podling, which then kind of travels around to grab more people. And you've just dealt with 2 of them and 2 podlings.
Would Winston know if there were any parts that are edible on this plant?
The moment.
I hold up my arm to Winston, as in to shoot him. Like, Lord Winston, I swear to any deity any of us believe in, I will shoot you now.
What is it with you and trying to eat everything we see? There is no pun in that, by the way.
It's just conserving rations, you know. If we can find food on the way, and it's
Yes,
not
the
again.
monster plants. Great choice for rations.
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, if we cut them up and fry them, it's basically
I
stir
can't
fry.
hold personal Winston.
Fine. And Winston gets really grumpy and sort of wanders off.
Is a wisdom safe, Winston?
You know,
Wisdom.
is there a way?
Wisdom safe. Go
Is
on.
it is the big like mouth, like the actual bud part of it? Is it still whole on these plants?
No. Well, one of them, yes. The other one got obliterated.
Winston gets an 11 on his wisdom save.
Winston is paralyzed for 1 minute.
Because that
Can I
nothing.
Can I use Mage Hand to try and pluck the bud bit from the plant, from the ground or wherever, and start, like, bring it over to where I am, and then I want to start trying to hollow it out and make it into a hat.
It does not come away. No matter, like, Mage Hand are strong, but they're not that strong, and this thing is heavily rooted. Also, those that rolled at 15 and above, you know that when the plant dies, it returns to life back where it is 1 d12 months later, unless the ground it took root in is sown with salt or soaked in poison. So if we don't want these things coming back, you need to salt it or poison it. Winston, stop trying for a minute. It'll go faster than you
Through
think it
all
does.
of this, while everyone was distracted, Lilia would have just sulked away in her wolf form still, just kind of whining because she's not having a great time, and she's just gonna go hide behind a rock and stay as a wolf. She leaves them to their stuff.
Valid.
Rude. If she hears that, don't try her. Not right now.
Let's not have another in-person fight.
As the Mage Hand didn't work, I'll go over with my daggers.
Is anybody going to try and salt / poison the ground?
I failed my roll. I don't know this.
I think Keyleth is digging around in her bag, thinking like, surely I gotta have some. I feel like she'd have some salt. I don't think she'd have
Everyone would
poison.
have some form of salt on them.
Yeah, so she's digging around, and then she sort of goes, "Okay, cool."
Can I shake Winston over it? Does that count?
No.
He's kind of salty.
No.
She goes around salting around the locations, and then once that's done, puts it away.
Fair enough. So with these plants, now dealt with. And Yasmita trying to carefully slice through the pod part to hollow it out. By the way, this pod is large enough to take a medium to kind of small person. It is large. This thing would be like... It's a tent on her if she tries to hold it over her head. You're not going to see anything wearing this thing.
I'm not making it for me.
I'm genuinely concerned where this is going. Winston, after a minute, it takes you probably about 10 minutes to get through this, like, all the routing and everything, after it being salted and stuff, to get this pod off. Within that
Come
time,
on, we just salted it. Come on, that's literally this in prime ingredient in like stir fry. Come on.
Winston, have you learned nothing?
I'm on body taker B now, and I'm going. Yeah, you are really ugly, and you suck at being a plant. See, now you're not going to come back to life. I've insulted you.
Stop assaulting the ground.
I'm insulting the ground.
Winston's gonna walk off, like looking for Lilia.
Lilia is back with the head. It's like, if anybody wants, I'm going back to what we were originally doing, and then I'm getting some sleep because this has been a day.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Lilia.
Well, I, for one, do not want to cast a spell here. I say we carry on, get to whatever city-like structure is at the end of this, and then find a safer place to sleep than these tunnels, because we've been in here about a day and a half, and we've been attacked by everything. And I'm being honest with you, if Winston does one more stupid thing, I cannot be held responsible for my actions.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Loma pulls out the map, and she looks. It goes route to the city, and it pops up with your location in the tunnel system, which looks a bit more almost trade tunnel-y now, as if this was more of a well-known route. And it kind of spins off, and it zooms out and zooms out and zooms out until it can show you almost like a couple of tunnels converging into one and a gate. And then Loma is kind of like, she's really concerned about how long it took to zoom out, and goes, how long? And there's almost like a ruler from our spot to up, and it says 2 days travel.
Odd.
So Loma's like, I suggest we sleep. We get our rest because we're going to be in here for another 2 days. Shall we not be stupid? Possibly.
Fine.
Fine. Can we just say, rule of thumb, no more touching weird water, no more touching weird plants. Just don't touch anything in the tunnels. Can we all agree on that, please? And then just
no, I can't because my feet are touching the floor.
That's not a weird thing. That's the floor. That's the floor.
She said anything in the tunnels.
I hate to say it, but I agree with Yasmita. The floor's kind of weird.
I'm just like, okay, fuck you guys. And just go and just starts putting her tent up away from everyone else. She is so fucked off.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with her?
Okay, so where are people putting their tents?
Winston is sat next to Lilia saying,
good dog. Good dog.
So DM, I'm going to have Laddie set up our tent, and I'm going to wander off in a direction towards town, just to scout the area out, to see if there's anything wait, just so I have a rough idea of what's ahead.
Okay.
I'll say I'll travel for about maybe an hour.
Okay.
Just to see the area. I'll drive through it as stealthy as possible. Actually, I'm gonna take a shot and wander off.
Cool. All right. You are
I'm
invisible.
invisible.
You
I'm
are invisible.
I remember I got drinks.
Where would you want your tent put?
fun enough, as stupid as it sounds, and what I just said, I will put it by the water for no other reason than someone has a warning system just in case something comes out of the water while we sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna put your tent in green, just so we know it's your one. So that's your tent. Laddie's put that up.
So I put it by the rock here.
Yeah. So near there. Okay, I will.
Am I able to move this? Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put it near this rock.
Okay, cool. Keelan, your tent is in purple. You should be able to move it as needed. Loma's already got hers in red. That was the problem I was having. Lilia, your
Is a wolf.
Is a wolf still.
She's
but when
not gonna say it. She's not gonna do a tent.
She's not gonna do a tent?
Say.
Okay.
No.
So, Yasmita, that is your tent in blue.
That's all right. I'm also gonna go over with Lilia and probably cuddle up into her fur.
That's fine.
Winston sat on the rock next and just sort of.
I always want to be known. I wasn't like a lone wolf or an arsehole. I did let everyone know that I'm wandering off, and everyone saw me go invisible actively.
Okay. And obviously, Meliana, are you tenting or are you just meditating for a little bit and then?
I've walked over to Lilia and Winston and all those guys, and I've just turned to Lilia and said, "Lilia, we need to talk. You can't stay like this. We need to talk."
I can talk. I just don't want to be not safe right now. I can talk as a wolf. It's freaking weird, but I can. So.
What? There's a talking wolf.
Yeah.
Winston's now freaked out.
It's just me, you dumb boat.
Are you okay, Lilia?
No.
What's up? I think I was too busy trying to cut up a plant to understand what happened.
Oh, so you're trying to eat it too? See, I told you that's
so delicious.
Winston, now's
You
not the time.
have never tried this kind of plant, and you do not want to try now.
Laddie also has orders if Winston tries to eat a plant to shoot him.
Thank you.
So what's up, Lilia?
This world's just so scary, and everything people tell me is either right or wrong, and I try and figure out which one's right, and I normally trust the people, and then when it's not right, and then I don't know what I want to do, and then I want to be at home, and I want to find plants, and it's been so long since I've seen the sun and a tree, and just everything's so freaking weird that it's just I don't understand it, and I just want to be safe. So I just wanted a plant, and then it tried to spit a person at me, and I don't understand. What am I supposed to do?
As she says that, I'm like clambering up, and I like swing my leg over so I'm sitting on top of her, and I sort of like rest my little elbows on the top of her head, and I go,
Lilia, the thing is that you have to understand that first bit that you said about you trusting people, and sometimes it's the right answer, sometimes it's the wrong answer. Well, see, the thing is, that's just life. It's not just you, it's everybody. That's just life, and we just have to deal with it. And sometimes we have gut instincts, and sometimes we have to follow our heart, and sometimes we have to follow our head, and sometimes if we fall down, we have to follow our butts. So, it could be any of those things. Winston, for instance, he follows his nose, and he follows it to the cheese. But sometimes you do have to listen to all of your body parts, and then make decisions from that. And as for the other bits, some people can be trusted, and I hope that you know that most of us.
She looks towards where Jasmine once was.
Most of us can be trusted, and we all have your best interests at heart. And but I think, we all do. Huh? reality thinks that sometimes are wrong. You all shouted at me once because I did something silly. I can't remember what it was, but it was probably a lot of things. But you know, sometimes we all make mistakes, and it's just life. You know?
Life is hard.
Yep, that's right. Life is hard, and you're only young, and you're only you know, you got lots of things to learn.
Where I'm from, my elders just told me what to do, and the whole things we would do would just make sure everyone's okay and do what we need to do to provide for the village and look after the tree, and that was it. And now I have to worry about touching things that might want to kill me, or saying things that might want to make people hurt me, or just whether fish are fish or whether plants are plants. Why? Why can't I don't understand. It's too much. I just want to go home, but we can't find my book, so I can't go home because they're not going to be okay. So it's just all too much, and I just want a tree. I miss trees.
Well, okay. Well, listen.
And at this point, I've now moved on to my stomach, and I'm like just swinging my toes backwards and forwards in the air.
We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna see the trees again. We're trying really hard to find this KOOB backwards because it's secret. KOOB backwards in a mirror.
Oh, okay. In a what? That would be a KOOD if it was in a mirror.
Oh, now I'm confused.
No, a dookaboo. I don't understand. My wolf brain doesn't make words happen.
Oh, well. Anyway, the thing you do this. And everyone else can read, but apparently I can't. Yeah, we're still trying to find that for you. So, but we'll get you out of here. And if it's my last dying movement, I'll get you out of here. Okay?
Okay. But also, don't die, because that would be really sad. And I don't think I could do any more sad.
Nah, no one cares if this old bird dies.
She whips you with her tail. Yes. They care. So shush.
Okay, Firefly.
And she's gonna hoof and snuggle in.
Hush, Lydia. We'll soon. You'll see.
You'll
The sun move towards the tree, and you will be home.
The trees!
Okay, so while that's going on, just for that hour, Jasmine, you find just the tunnel. It doesn't seem to have anything in it at the minute. You can't tell if it's been used recently. You get no other signs of life down here for that hour.
No weird creatures, weird plants, weird moving stalactites, stalagmites.
You hold on, because passive perception became a problem in our recent game, so I'm going to double check this.
I'm actively looking, not passively.
I know, but I'm just also saying on your passive, also noticing. Nope, you're good. Actively looking. No, you do not perceive anything wrong.
Okay. Alright, then I head back to the group.
Okay. It takes about an hour, obviously, for you to come back. What is everyone doing for the night? How are we clearing up for the night?
Before Winston goes to sleep, he just wants to check with everyone. Like, how is everyone feeling? Obviously, you've been infected for a while. Are you feeling like zombies yet?
I don't know. How are we feeling, DM?
make Constitution saving throws, Yasmita and Jasmine. Oh, and for the imp.
No, the imp died.
No, the imp died.
Oh yes, the imp did. So yeah, no, the imp's fine.
18.
You're feeling fine. You're actually feeling a lot better than you did this morning.
You good?
16.
Again, you are actually feeling. The ache isn't so obvious now. It's there, obviously, because you've had quite a strenuous little encounter, but ultimately, it doesn't feel any worse than it did this morning. And you're tired, but you're not bone dead tired.
I seem to feel okay. I'm just a bit tired. Maybe it's from just being underground for so long. Because I don't know what time of day it is.
Good point. Well, let's get some. I'm gonna set a timer and say it is now 11 o'clock at night, so we should probably go to sleep because that's too late for us. Let's go to bed.
Well, can I have something for you?
For me?
Yeah.
And I come
Aww.
and I give you this. I don't know what it looks like. Do you want me to do like some sort of performance check?
You hollowed out this thing to give him as a hat, right?
Hat or yeah, basically yeah, like a big.
Performance to see how well that went. Jasmine, what are you gonna say?
I will use Talk with Dead to speak with the head.
You will do it, okay.
Just when everyone's ready.
Okay. So, Loma retired to her tent for a little bit while everyone was chatting. Once, she's out of her armor. She's relaxing, like in relaxing clothing now. She goes to check some clean and goes, "You doing all good? No one hurt? Feeling better?
Yep.
Good." The head is still out in front of her tent on this cloth. She hasn't moved it. She hasn't touched it. She's like, it's there if people want to use it. But once she knows everyone's good, she makes sure everyone's get fed, watered properly, without being attacked. And obviously by this point, Meliana, have you started your?
I'd like to talk to Lilia. Because
Okay,
I came over straight to her, and Winston just started randomly playing his guitar and asking people how they were, and I'm like, thanks, Winston.
Okay, so
if I could collar Winston before he wanders off, as I talk to Lilia, I want to ask her, Lilia, have you ever met anyone that looks like Winston before?
As in, the face thing or like the height thing?
The face thing.
I don't think so. I don't really know many people apart
roll
from
history.
Okay.
12 on performance, by the way.
It
14.
looks passable as a really awful hat.
Oh, no. Well, yes, Mita. I don't know what to say. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to give it to Loma as a present because that's how much I love it.
That is such a nice idea.
I know she'll love it.
Loma is going to be shoving certain things in certain places, and it is not going to be enjoyable for anyone.
I didn't know I could laugh loud.
Right, Lilia, what did you roll?
It was a 14.
14. Right, so you focus on Winston's face, and you try to think about what is being asked of you. Is if you recognise Winston's face or something similar, and it takes a good 10 minutes because you're trying to rack your brain. You are really honestly considering this question, and then you realise you do recognise it. You recognise it from the vision that you got when you first touched the other book. When you saw you got that vision of the other one being stolen. The face that comes into focus now, that wasn't before because you never recognised it, you've never seen it before. is a face very similar. It's much older than Winston.
Okay.
Beard, very full beard, very smart haircut. In what you would have considered originally almost like wizard's robes. When you heard stories about what wizards look like, that's what you pictured them wearing. And you noted over the shoulder is like a almost like a banner with a specific symbol on it. The symbol is kind of not coming into focus as you think about it, but that's what you saw.
Okay. And I know for certain it wasn't Winston in any form, just very similar.
You know how siblings can look very, very similar or related. So, being quite a big grove, you've had siblings that look dead similar. Like, they could be spitting images of themselves. And then you had siblings who look nothing alike. So you can imagine that this isn't a mirror copy, but it's same nose, same eyes, very, very similar.
I haven't met them, but I think from my vision that I had in the forest that the bad person, the book person, the bad person who took the book, that was Winston, but not Winston. It was Winston's face, but different. So I think Winston's brother or something stole my book, and they have my book, and that's really bad. And Winston, your brother's bad. They ruined my grove.
Whoa. Back up. What do they look like?
You, but old.
Oh, how old?
You, but
What are they
more.
wearing?
I don't know how humans age. I'm used to the short people, or normal sized people. You tall people are all weird.
It looked
No,
as old
it's
as me.
pardon?
Did it look as old as me?
No, you're a special kind of old.
Aw.
No, just like bearded and banner thing and eviler because they were stealing my book. So I think they're just a complete villain and just you, but really bad. Like that one day you got really evil. Imagine that, but older and beardy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. DM, can I do a history check to see if I reckon?
She is describing Cassian.
That is Cassian.
The bitch.
That is Cassian.
But why?
But why? Why would he do this?
My brother was already dead.
My brother was already dead. He was already in first line for the throne, and I mean, all you have to do is he's already the strongest of all of us. He could just kill us all whenever he wanted. I don't know. He got in league. Oh, I'm not happy.
Maybe he was just evil and wanted to make treats not good anymore. I don't know why someone would do that. That sounds like a horrible thing to do. So we need to fix that and find them. Someone find it on the map, and we will find my book, and we will get it, and we will stop him.
By Cassian.
Okay. So, you ask the map I'm taking. Same zoom out, and it shifts to a massive city. I will actually show you, because I had this one prepared for once.
I did a good thing.
Yeah, she's proud.
You get
Woohoo!
this map.
Wow.
And then, as you say, Cassian, it pings on the castle. If it allows me to move it. Let's do it this way. Make it that way. Right there.
Does Winston recognize this?
You do not recognise the city at all. All you know is this is the twin city that you've been... The map has been bouncing between as you ask questions.
DM, I am going to ask... Can I ask an off-the-table question? That looks very similar to how I described Winston's homeland to look like.
Does it?
Is there a reason for that?
No, that was purely accidental.
Okay, that's fine.
That was a pure accident.
Okay, no, just checking. That's fine.
That was me taking advice from map making.
That's
There's
fine.
a different reason why it is set out the way it's set out.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. That's fine.
Okay, so okay, Meliana, is there anything else you want to ask or say?
Does she ask me to want to say anything first?
So yeah, it flares up this one spot when it shows you answers your question. Yes, Mita.
I out loud just went, well, he's alive!
He's definitely alive, and
Just as a curious question, how loud are you all talking?
well, Winston's probably projecting because he's annoyed, so I'd assume they're fairly loud.
Okay,
Lily
so
is
the
a wolf, so she can probably talk quite loudly.
So the entire camp can hear you. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure that Keyleth and if Loma and Laddie are getting all this information already, or if it has to be relayed. Nope, they're getting all this information directly.
If they're awake still.
Yeah. Well, Keyleth, when Loma came over, and she would have then gone out to be like, "Are we doing the head thing or not?"
Loma
So
would
she
probably
would have been like
gone, hey,
outside the tent.
They're probably sat. Keyleth and Loma are probably sat by the head and just snacking at the minute. It's like, I'm gonna let them get on with it.
On the head?
with a decapitated head in
Crazy.
front of them.
Yep.
So appetizing.
Num num num.
At this
Girl
point,
dinner. Girl dinner.
at this point, it couldn't get any weirder. At which point, it gets so much weirder. Right. So, Meliana, is there anything else you want to say?
I think she's gonna sort of turn to Winston and go, Winston, has your brother ever dabbled in like magic at all?
At which point, everyone but Winston needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, except... No. Jasmine, you need to do the same, please.
Ooh, saving throw.
What did you roll? Nat 20?
11.
11. Okay.
14.
And that's
Oh.
5.
Loma fails.
9.
22.
Okay.
Does the imp need to do it as well or not?
Yes. No.
Does Azza?
13.
Yes. Azza doesn't, because Azza hasn't been spotted as much.
That.
Okay. So what did everyone get again? So it was...
13 for Lilia.
Okay. Keyleth, what did you get?
14.
Winston, what did you get? Oh no, Winston didn't have to do it.
Winston did get 19 minus 2, so he got 17. But
Yeah,
doesn't have
you
to do it.
wouldn't have had to do it anyway. Yes, Mita, what did you get?
9.
Jasmine, what did you get?
11.
Okay. Meliana, you got over 20.
I got 22.
Okay, so, all of you, apart from Winston and Beliana, get a sudden chill down your back. It is instant, and it's like, it's gone as quick as it's gone. It's like you could just leave that kind of like, someone's blown on the back of your neck. It's gone, just as quickly as it comes. No other thoughts.
This is really funny.
Okay, I don't. As I was saying, I don't know. I mean, he was already strong. Turkey had some limited.
I'm sorry. Does Laddie need to roll as well?
No, Laddie does not.
Okay.
So yeah, no more than any of us really. I mean, he was a terrific sword fighter.
And I am as I can hear Cassian's name being thrown around the conversation, and I just call out, Don't remember. Remember, he was on the donators list. He was involved in this.
I know he was on the.
It was on the.
I know that.
But the worst thing he ever did is he turned me into a newt.
Well, I got better.
So far, the
Well, I
worst
got
thing
better.
is he's been contributing to this whole grand design plan of the Lord Ladies.
And if he stole Lilia's not so secret book, then maybe they spoke about a boy with a toe, but I stick by. Maybe Cassian is the boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty old boy, though.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but in terms of an elf, he's
Or a
very
mind
young. I
flayer.
mean, yeah. In terms of that, he's extreme. I mean, I'm, 29.
At this point,
30.
Loma
You're
chokes
20.
on what she's eating and goes, "Oh, I forgot that."
Oh, you look so much older.
Oh, thanks. But
I hate to know
my
how
brother
old you
is
think I am.
like, he's what, 15 years older than I am? Actually, more. Well, closer to 19 years older than me because his mother is not the same mother as mine. My
Hearing
father
that,
be married.
I'm like, I never. Oh, what is everyone's age? Hearing Winston go, he's 29. How old are all are we?
I can't
Have
remember.
we never told each other this? I feel like
Oh, I
okay.
believe so.
Loma most certainly hasn't. She's never mentioned to anyone how old she is.
Loma, how old are you?
Winston.
Sorry, that's
never asked a lady her age.
You just complained about the fact you didn't know anyone's age, Jasmine.
I
Stop
asked
playing.
everyone. I didn't single anyone out.
Then Jasmine, how old are you?
I'm 23.
What? You?
Yeah, that's why I was shocked.
Loma
I'm more
suddenly
mature than you,
feels-
apparently.
Loma suddenly feels very awkward because... Oh, she kind of like... She looks at Meliana and goes, "I'm gonna ask, Meliana, how old are you?"
I am just going to look at you all and just go, I am surrounded by children. Even compared to your
You're a
lifespans compared to
child.
me, I am surrounded by children.
Yeah, you're the child.
Loma's like, "I'm 30, so it's not as bad as I thought it was."
Oh. Well, that's like you made it sound like you were like way older than me. That's like a year, and I'm almost 30, so that's
6 months.
I go, I go, hey, I'm 35, and like go to high five you because we're sort of near opposite each other, like 30-year-olds, yay!
Like Loma
Yasmin-
honestly forgot her
Yasmin is-
age for a minute there.
Yasmin is clearly 1,085. I mean, look at her.
He just laughs really kind of awkwardly and sadly.
Loma gives
Jasmine
Yasmita
now
a side
kind of feels
eye.
bad. Jasmine now kind of feels bad because I was expecting like a retort. I was like, oh, I actually hit a nerve. My bad.
She's not making eye contact.
On what?
On Yasmita. On her reaction.
She's not making eye contact with anyone, by the way.
Yasmita, did you state how old you were, or are you just avoiding it?
I avoided it.
Okay. You can roll insight, but you get the feeling that age is a very personal question, so this reaction is not that odd.
Winston gets nothing from her at all because he rolled a 4 on his insight +5, meaning he rolled a 9.
He knows nothing.
He knows nothing.
She,
She's just. I'm sorry. It's very rude for us to say that.
It's
Lilia
okay.
will just like lift her head up to Yasmita on her back and just say, "In my village, my elders were the best, and they knew everything, and they were always the nicest. And you remind me so much of them. So your age is a good thing. It's okay."
Realizing I've kind of put my foot in it. It's like, anyway, this head, what questions are we asking before we rest for the evening?
Let's ask it where. You go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that depending on how good anyone's hearing is, what's your hearings like? Would that be under perception or?
It depends.
I'm a
if
wolf.
they're
My
Happily.
hearing is impeccable right now. I can hear
Oh yeah, you would
everything.
probably hear me say, if only you would probably overhear her say really quietly under her breath,
If only I had the same amount of experience as my age.
Okay, Winston definitely wants to roll that perception.
I wouldn't
You're
have heard
close
that. I
enough.
think I'm too far away.
No. Loma is giving Yasmita a side eye because she's semi-aware.
Winston rolled 21 on that perception.
You would have heard that then. You would have heard them.
Whoa.
I'm actually choosing not to roll perception.
Alright, can we get off the subject of people's ages, because that's obviously a touchy subject for someone, and considering that I've just forgotten how old I am, and had to remind myself, can we please kindly move on? This has been a longer trip than it needed to be.
That's fine. You guys go over there and discuss the questions about Cassian. Yasmita, can I take you just over here for a second? I just want to chat to you very quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's deal with the head first. What questions are we asking?
Okay.
During what people are thinking,
we now know.
I'm disguising myself as Lord Lady again.
Okay.
Okay, so
We now know Cassian's the boy.
yes. So
We could ask what his orders were, his exact orders were.
ooh. Yes.
Meliana, you had a good idea for a question last time.
I feel like we should understand the purpose of all this. It's like all these questions that we're asking are very sort of temporary questions that we're gaining the answers to anyway with the clues. But what we don't know is the purpose of this, so we need to try and figure out
What is
that.
the grand design?
Yeah,
Lily
or at least
yells
their
out.
understanding of the grand design.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is the Lord Lady's grand design? Because hers may be different than the actual, given all that back in the lab.
So we could ask if they know Cassian, and if so, what's his plan, and then what is Lord Lady's hopeful outcome? Because these two might be working together, but they might not have the same goal involved.
Okay.
Yes, we need to find out what did Cassian get out of helping the Lord Lady? What was his side of the deal?
Marianne's
What did
going
he
to turn
get
to
out of stealing
Winston.
my book?
Marianne's going to turn to Winston and be like, as much as it's probably your brother is involved with this, which is obvious, I doubt that the Lord Lady's lackeys, for want of another word for them, would actually know his role. He's probably just another person that serves her, in their opinion.
Yeah, good point. I'm too close to this. You guys figure out. You guys have some ideas.
do we want to try and figure out what their next move is gonna be? Like
Also
what
try to
was
find out if there's any base operations set up in the next town we're heading to. I'm more curious where they originally came from. These ones individually who attacked us, because I scouted the tunnel. There doesn't look like any like other hidey hole base. So clearly these came from the town, city. Ah, so many questions, so few to ask.
So what we've got so far is 3. What were the boys' orders? What is the Lord Lady's plan? Where did they come from? So how did they get to the lab so fast?
I guess we can ask then Cassian, and then what's his outcome?
Yeah. So that's the last 2.
Everyone happy with that? Shall I proceed?
Yeah. Remember to ask them more as a case of testing their loyalty.
Yes.
So it doesn't give away so much.
Yes. So I've dressed as Lord Lady again, but used my mask of many faces to disguise myself.
Okay.
Done the ritual to cast Speak with Dead on this head.
So it takes a little longer because obviously it's a head now, just a head. But it works. And kind of shifts slightly so that its tentacles rear up and it moves as it talks. And it essentially goes speak.
Instantly forgotten the questions.
Do you want me to remind you real quick?
Please.
What were the orders for the boy? What's the orderly's plan? Where did they come from? And then Cassian and his outcome.
I'm testing your loyalty to make sure you've been compromised. What was the boy's orders?
The boy was told to obtain the means into which your design could be completed.
And what is my design?
To bring about the next evolution of the Mind Flayers, your race, and to create a new empire with which we can live.
My face almost breaks as a shock of that, but I hold firm. How many of us are in the next city?
There is a small hive. I do not know their number. They flux in and out.
How has Cassian been working out?
He has proven resourceful, though he does question sometimes.
What is his hopeful outcome?
To be given an uncontested... what's the word? You can get the feeling now that common is not his natural tongue. He goes, pathway to his throne.
How far away is Winston from the Mind Flayer?
You are, if you're still over in that corner, you are 60 feet away. There is nothing you're doing, and that was the 5th question. So the head starts to float back down and go still.
Not gonna lie, I thought we all gathered in the general location to listen.
Yeah, I thought we all gathered to
No one mentioned it. You said you took Yasmita off to one side to talk.
Oh, yeah,
so this was going on in the meantime. So
It's unfortunate. I will relay everything I've learned to everyone once we are gathered.
Okay. So, Winston and Yasmita, you're talking. Is Yasmita still on the back of Lilia, who's still a wolf?
No, I've taken Yasmita like right out of the way. No one can to a place no one can hear us.
My ears are still going. I have keen hearing, so I will be actively listening wherever. I don't know how far it goes.
There is nowhere within this cavern that you will probably be able to move where someone will not hear you at this point.
Okay, but I'm trying to be as tactful as possible.
Yeah, that's fine. Lilia won't be like obtrusive about it.
Yasmita.
Yes, Winston.
How old are you?
I don't really know. Is the honest answer.
Okay, I'm gonna make a quick point. Her aging is not going to reflect the same way as yours does. She's a halfling. So what's considered an adult for you would not be considered an adult for halflings. So I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That is fine.
So honestly, as soon as I don't really know. It's a really long story, and it's been many years since something happened to me, but when it happened, I was very, very young. And obviously I'm older now, but I'm technically not as old as I look. I lost a lot of years
What?
in a matter of seconds.
How many years?
I went from being a child to looking pretty much like this. I haven't changed much in appearance since I got old.
And what has this got to do with the dice? I saw it, and I saw you roll it at the tavern, at the dragon's table. It has something to do with that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I made a stupid mistake. And I maybe took something that maybe I shouldn't have, and I paid the price for it. But I guess I'll just tell you. I stole something from a merchant. It was his dice, you see, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought, hey, I got this cool little dice here, and
I bring out the dice and I show him, and he'll see the skull head on the dice, and
And Winston roll history, in case he knows anything about the die.
You may roll a history. Just while that's happening, Yasmita, do you still have the armor that you nicked off certain bodies that was talking to you?
yes,
Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please? Go on.
Do I have any
yeah.
things to roll again?
Might have to let my dad in a second, by the way.
I'd like
just
one of
2
those.
seconds.
Using one of them? Okay.
At 23, Winston roll on the history check.
You recognize dice similar. They are they're held by certain warlocks who are affiliated to certain types of demons, and they're deal making dice, and rolling them never ends well.
You made a deal.
yeah. But I didn't know what I was making. Not at the time. I didn't understand. I was a child, like I said. But I wouldn't change it because it kept my best friend with me.
And then she will. This is gonna sound wrong, but she'll open up her cloak and hope that you don't jump back at and out of one of the little pockets in the cloak will poke this very small, black as night mouse head, and it's got these glowing red eyes, and it just wrinkles its nose at you and then pops back down below.
Winston immediately goes to reach for some cheese inside his coat, and he's going to roll persuasion to see if he can to come out further.
You won't want that.
He really wants that because it was a 22.
Is actually what does he normally eat? Yasmita?
Rotten meat.
Yeah, he won't take the cheese.
Flesh. Give me 1 second, guys. I just need to let my dad in. Do you want to go back to someone else?
Yes, cool. So we've done the talk with the head. Now that we've got the answers, what is everyone doing for the night?
Lilia's gonna, because she's feeling a little bit better, and if Yasmita's got off her for a little bit, she's going to kind of go closer to the tent, still in wolf form because she feels safest, but just kind of sleep up against the other rock. Just so at least she's a bit more protected
Closer.
with
Okay,
people.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Keyleth, what are you doing now?
I think Keyleth will she'll gather back up sort of the papers.
Yeah.
From previously, sort of put them away, and then just sort of look around, make sure that everyone's looking sort of somewhat settled, and then just quietly sort of duck into her tent.
Yeah. Call it a night.
Yep.
Jasmine, what are we doing?
Gonna call it a night. Me and Laddie head to our tent and we take shifts just in case anything in the water tries to sneak past us and get to everyone else.
Alright, Meliana, what are you doing?
She's gonna climb on top of the rocks that Lily is by and just sort of start her meditation there, but with a good vantage point of everything.
Cool. You start your meditation and you feel a very familiar presence at the back of your mind. She doesn't do anything this time, but you get a cautious feeling, as if it's like a warning to be almost on the very edge of waking constantly throughout your meditation. You also get a name float to the front of your mind, and it's called the Brotherhood of the Mother. You recognise it and you remember it from the infected camp. That was the group of clerics, the order of the clerics that was helping out. And a very slight whisper of, if your friend wishes to seek someone, that is the one to seek. Hey, Chrome. Also, Jasmine, as you drift off, you get the vision of this tall woman in a almost a white mask, with a plume of black feathers and this cloak that just kind of falls down around her, and a long sheet of black hair kind of around her shoulders. And she is stood facing another woman. What at first you think is a tiefling. Tall, horns, tail, but you know the way her cleric's robe falls doesn't quite look right, and you realise that she has hind legs of possibly a goat or something like that, and you realise that she is facing someone that looks like a demon, and the two seem to be conversing in somehow. You don't know how they're doing it, but they're conversing between each other, and they seem to be coming to some sort of arrangement or agreement. And as these two figures come into focus, they turn to face you and kind of regard you for a moment, and then the tiefling or demon gives a slight bow of the head and says, "I shall be seeing you," and the vision disappears as you sleep. Alright, back to Yasmita. What was your con save?
19.
Okay, you're okay for now.
Yeah, so you saw the mouse, and he will. I take out, when you try and give him the cheese, I take out a piece of flesh and feed it to him, and he pops his head back out and takes it.
The deal was to save your friend. This little guy.
Yeah. This is Necro Screamer, and I've never had any family, and I've never had anywhere to live, and when I was on the streets, even as a little one, I would befriend all the other orphans in the area. I always looked after everybody, and even as a youngster, and we always just thought it was very lonely, and
Yes, Vito is frozen.
one time he came in, and but you see, we spent a lot of time together, and then one day we were out of the streets and we were just, pickpocketing, and this guard, he saw him, and he was this big brute of a guy, and he came up and he caught him vermin, and then he just stomped on his head, and and then I was so distraught, and he killed my best friend. So I pleaded to everything there was in the world to save him, and I promised I would give anything. I'd give my life for him. And as I did it, I got frustrated, and I threw everything around my room, and I threw this dice as one of the things I threw, and not that I had a lot. But I pled to anything, and I begged for its life back, and I promised I'd give some of mine, or I'd give all of mine if I needed to. And let's say something happened. I took a chance, and suddenly I went from looking like a child to being an old lady. But not just looking. It took my years. I am an old lady. But
That's
that
what you meant
goes.
by not having any experience.
Yeah. I have the experience of the years since then, but not the experience of however old I'm supposed to be now. They didn't say how many years it was they took from me, but let's say it's majority of my life for the small amount of his.
How long does your species live for?
Typically around 100. Well, on average, we probably die around 150. That's probably the
You're
maximum.
a halfling, right?
Uh-huh.
I've got it up. Yeah, it's alright.
It's how long, sorry?
About 150 years.
And how long since you lost your years?
It's probably been about. Well, I look about if
Basically, she looks about 160 years old. But she's that's a lot of that is like the stress as well. But she's probably about I think I can't remember what I put 115 or something like that. Did I? I can't remember. But she lost many years. So
I don't, as I say, I don't know what the exact number is, but I'm nearing the end of my days, I would say.
Well,
For a halfling, at least.
I think it's only fair, Yasmita, that we find someone to give us. From all I've heard of infernal contracts, they're not supposed to be done with children.
Well, there is maybe
Someone
an
has already started
opportunity.
trying to.
There's maybe an opportunity to do that, actually. The thing is, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again. For the right people. I tried once with, when Bryn died. But I was told by the dragon lady, it wasn't my time to give it. So that's why I got so upset about Bryn. because I felt like I could do it again. I'd give the rest of my life for any of you.
Yasmita, you know I care for you a great deal. And you do something incredible. Save someone very small. I think if anyone deserves to have their life back, it's you.
I don't know. I ain't got nobody, and who? What? Nobody's special. No one would miss me if I was God.
Tell you what, Yasmita, there's a tradition among the Almir, among my people, in my kingdom, which is if you find someone, an orphan, and they have no one, in my people, you're allowed to adopt them. Paperwork. Just take them on the streets. And if you'd have me, I'd like to be your adopted brother slash friend slash family member. But if you'd have me.
Of course I would have you. I think of you all as my brothers and sisters.
And in that case, Yasmita, we are now officially, and you are now officially Yasmita Almir.
Oh, I never had a last name before.
Well, little Almir, shall we get to bed?
Not together, that'd be weird. Brother and sister should go to bed together.
Yes, well, I'm going to go make my tent, and I shall see you later.
Okay.
And I hug his leg.
And Winston sort of does the thing where I sort of scrape her hair and do that little shake of the hair.
Careful, it'll fall out.
Okay. Jasmine, what are you going to do?
As you said, we're in an echo chamber basically, so I've heard most of it, and I approach. Yasmita, I would say I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I did, and I did eavesdrop. And I know we've had an tumultuous relationship for various reasons, one of which, the imp, because of my own personal reasons. I've heard your story. I think it's fair you heard mine. I was raised in the church. Because of what I am, people thought I was some blessing of God being an Asimir. But during my time, I fell, and they thought I was corrupted, so I was tortured in all kinds of ways, and doing so, they summoned imps and demons to do so. So I have a great disdain of such creatures. But now I've learned you have also been suffered at their hands. So as an apology and hope this is an end to it, I do wish that this curse is broken. And I cast one of my wishes I got from my deck of many things, and I wish for Yasmin's curse to be broken and her to go to a correct age of what she would be. So not her age from her curse, but how many years she has lived, she will be that age. So if she was cursed for like 10 and it's been 20 years, she'll be 30, so to speak. So I cast wish, and I wish for her curse to be broken and be the correct age she should be now.
As Jasmine utters this wish, you feel a warmth from your chest rushing outwards, and you feel almost like you're releasing a breath you didn't realize you were holding, and you feel muscle get stronger. You feel yourself straighten out. Hair that would have thinned and turned white returns to its colour. Skin smooths out. You feel lighter. You feel so much more energy come back to you. Despite obviously appropriate strength for having just been through a fight, you feel all of that come back to you. And you gain. You hear slightly better. A lot of what you would have lost through age is returned to you. And in your pocket, as a little extra, your little mouse turns round, and skittles round, and it pokes its head out. And you note that it is as healthy and as live as it had been before that day.
Squeaker!
He is back to normal.
Oh, Winston just goes through.
He's in tears now.
Hug, he's in tears now.
Without squishing them. Without squishing.
Without squishing them out.
Very
carefully giving her a hug without squishing them out. What about it clear?
Both Yasmita and Necroscreamer are returned to how they should be before the curse.
I hope with this, Yasmita, we can put our relationship like it was in the past and forge a new one. Because in some ways, we are the same and being wronged by horrible, horrible creatures. With that, Jasmine turns, holding back emotion she's not quite used to, and heads to her tent.
Okay. That's where you would have slept and had your vision. So, what is Yasmita and her little Necroscreamer doing now?
She just watches Jasmine go. She's like, she can't say anything, and just her eyes are full. She has no idea what she looks like. She knows she feels different. She has no idea what she looks like yet. She just all she knows is that Necroscreamer. She doesn't. I don't think she's even realised that she is different. Like, I think she just thinks it's Necroscreamer at the moment, and that's enough for her. Like, she's just like staring, like just like overwhelmed, and Necroscreamer is also just like looking over the top of her hand, and in her head she's going,
I'm gonna make you one of those plant hats too.
Oh, that's a point. Winston still has a plant hat he's got to deliver.
Oh, I need you to draw that. I need to that heartbreaking scene. Big floppy plant hat on Winston.
Yeah, Winston at that moment puts the plant hat on because he's just so proud. Because how does she look now? Does she look like a
You're
child?
gonna have to make up a new voice for Yasmita now.
She looks like a halfling adult at this point. So she is about, I believe it was like 30, 40 aging. You can decide.
So it's been about 30 or 40 years since she was a child. So
she's looking about 40, 50. For her, she's gained about 100 years.
Winston just
puts the hat on and is just like
puts the hat on and is just like, I will wear it.
Okay. So does everyone now return to their appropriate tents and things, and takes their spots for sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. You call it a night because we have overrun slightly. Winston, do you enter the? Where are you going? This hat on.
Well, I've got to make my tent because I didn't make mine. So while everyone else is going to sleep, he's just there with like holes and things, like trying to put together with tears with the hat on. Like, that is so beautiful. So where did this go?
Okay, so where are you putting your tent? Let's make yours. Let's do yours in blue because that'll make it easier. So
Winston will probably make his.
Winston is like close.
Because he's still worried about
to that.
Okay, so there you go.
Cool.
All right. So let's put people where they need to be for the night. Ready for next session. Where appropriate. Cool. So that is it. Well, on that very tumultuous note, I just realised, Winston, you need to make a con save because
Winston does.
Yeah, because as much as you scrape that out, there's gonna be enzymes on that. and you're wearing it on your head.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay.
First nat 20.
So while you're doing this tent, you do start to feel your kind of scalp start to itch, and it starts to get very warm. And you quickly realise that you need to take the hat off because it's still got acid in it.
Oh.
No, I need to lower my vest.
Okay.
Winston takes it off and it's like, whoa, that was close. But I'm still going to keep it close to my heart. So he carefully places it just outside his tent. Not enough to tent down, but just close enough that it's within looking distance.
Okay. So, with that, everyone takes a sleep. You can all take a long rest. I'm going to let you know straight away now your group XP, which is 857. I will then do personal XP later. Thank you so much for joining the absolute chaos of this session. That went more than a little sideways. I feel like Matt Mercer when he throws his paper around. Totally derailed. There's worse derailing I've seen. It's brilliant. So we will be back next week. We are doing really well this month, especially with Panto season coming up, to get as much in as possible. So with that, we will say goodbye. Please stay safe and keep rolling for initiative.